People are losing their attention spans, including you. And how do I know this? Well, take a good look at YouTube Shorts and you'll immediately start to see why. It's littered with videos of Family Guy Funny Moments compilation number 34, mixed with a guy molding a clay ball for some reason, or other videos such as Subway Surfers with a dude talking about his feelings, or maybe even my personal favorite, a Redditor playing some Minecraft, hopping around on parkour while he uses a text-to-speech to talk about how he beat his wife and 3 kids, and he's asking whether he's the asshole or not. And usually he's the asshole, I don't know, but stuff like that. It's awesome. You gotta love it. Some of the funniest shit I've ever seen is this type of content, littered with a million jump cuts and huge subtitles that cover 90% of the screen, but it's never funny on purpose. And that's what makes it great. It's honestly a treasure to me, and when somebody adds the Monday Left Me Broken cat to every single one of these videos, it just makes it a billion times better. But if you thought that you were safe from this epidemic, you're not. Your attention span is shorter than it used to be, and I know it. It's these damn kids with their damn cell phones and their damn TikToks ruining the world. Well, is it really that bad of a thing? This video is going to use a social experiment to find out. I will be testing all of your attention spans by using this new method that I just created called the attention zone of hell. Basically, I'll be turning all your brains into teeny tiny little squirrel brains and doing little tests on you to see how much knowledge you can pick up in the attention zone of hell. I'll continue to talk about the topic of our tiny little attention spans, and doing so while blasting your brain with a bunch of mind-numbing garbage littered in and out the video. So, see if you can remember anything that I say, and bonus points for anyone that can actually decipher the other stuff going on in the video too. But let me know in the comments what you picked up on in the video, and let's test just how tiny our attention spans really are. I don't know, it's hard to explain, so let's just get right into it. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the attention zone of hell. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Peace. Today we're reacting to Subway Surfers, Family Guy, Word Trip, Don't Chat. This is the attention zone of hell. So, make sure you're not bored while you're here. We've got plenty of complimentary footage of Subway Surfers, Word Trip, Dunk Shot, along with my reaction to all 3. Occasionally other little distractions will be jumping in and out, but don't worry about those. Sit back and relax. We are here for a good time. And make sure you're paying attention. It's going to be hard to tell what's going on here, but yeah. So yeah, back to the topic at hand. Our tiny little attention spans. It seems that more and more every day I'm finding it hard to focus on one thing at a time. My little brain is constantly swirling down this rabbit hole, jumping from, one thing to another. I can't really remember if it was always like this, but maybe it was. Maybe I was just a weird little iPad kid and I couldn't keep my mind on one thing at a time, but for some reason ever since I've had a phone, it's kind of seemed like it's gotten worse, Don't get me wrong, I don't think phones are a bad thing at all. I'm filming this on a phone right now, kind of propped up in a weird little way, but I definitely think it's changed my life in negative ways. And yeah, I feel like I can't focus at school anymore. I feel like I'm always itching to check my phone or play on a little game, Serato Pets, Plants vs. Zombies. Maybe you've seen some videos like that. And when I'm scrolling through YouTube, I can't seem to keep my eyes on a video anymore, just like for a long time. I keep scrolling through, I'm clicking on everything. I'll watch for like 15 seconds and be like, alright, I'm bored, next, and then I move on to the next one. It's strange. My head always just seems to be a little muddy, clogged with a bunch of garbage, a little garbage-age. I don't really know if this is due to technology, shortening my attention span, or what it is, I feel like there's many reasons, maybe just other mental factors playing in with my life or whatnot, but I feel like the research definitely seems to back up that it's technology, because according to the American Psychological Association, most of us live our lives tethered to our computers and smartphones, which are unending sources of distraction, which to me makes sense why I always have an urge to pick up my phone and not put it away. I don't know, studies on it, I guess. It's not my fault, guys. It's the technology. Don't blame me. The research has also shown, this is another thing they say, research has shown that over the past couple of decades, people's attention spans have shrunk in measurable ways. So yeah, I guess the research does prove that the technology is making our attention spans a little bit smaller, which, fair, I think that makes sense. I always probably figured that was the case, but maybe that's not everything going into it, you know what I mean? Maybe there's other factors, maybe there's other reasons why we need this technology so much, you know what I mean? It's not completely our fault that at every school that we all grow up in nowadays they make us rely on the computers to turn into our assignments, to do our assignments, to access the stuff. Lots of the classes are online, you know, so the technology they're making it something we have to involve in our life, right? And it's not the iPad kids' fault that their mom throws them in front of the iPad all day and makes them watch Skibbity Toilet 700 times. It's like they don't really process that, but I'd imagine that the technology is training them to have a shorter attention span from a younger age, but that's not at all their fault. They don't control that stuff at all. And honestly, it's not the school or the mom's fault either, because why wouldn't we use this new technology that we have to our advantage? We've got so much new opportunity, so much, and honestly, it's hard being a mother. You can't blame a mother trying to keep their kid, in line. Maybe there's better ways to do it, but that's I don't know, I can't blame them. You know what I mean? And honestly, I don't think that it's anyone's fault. Maybe you could blame the big corporations for pumping out all the technology, making us rely on them because they're greedy and they want money, and they are trying to get us hooked to these little things and make sure we need it in our everyday life. We need all the technology. We rely on it. You know what I mean? But honestly, as fun as it is to blame the big greedy little dude at the corporation, it's not their fault either, because we chose to use the things, right? We chose to use the phones. We chose to use them. You could technically go be a nomad and not have to live with it, which they make it hard for us not to, but it's not necessarily their fault, if you would ask me. So, and yeah, why wouldn't we use the technology they make us? It's like these things are moving us forward as people. They're allowing us to do things that we've never even before thought were like imaginable, and we do them every day very easily. I can send a little call or a little text to someone in 1 second if I would like to, or record this video. It's like before, not too long ago, that was a weird idea, right? But so I'm not really sure if phones and technology are truly the issue or not, or what really is the issue. And they're still relatively new. The technology and every other piece of technology that we've had in the past has had a debate behind it, like the phone does now. Like, oh, is this ruining the youth? Is this ruining, everything we have? And they would always argue why we shouldn't use it and why it's ruining us and making us little sludge people. And that's fair, but I think like we've done with every other piece of technology we've had in the past, I think we'll adapt. I think we'll get used to it. They're complaining about the TV, they'd complain about all this junk, and, they always just like to complain, that's the thing. But they're still complaining now, right? For valid reasons. Probably valid reasons in the past too, but we seem to grow and get over them. I think we'll get more used to it with all this technology being in our lives, and we'll get used to the idea that maybe this is just how life is now, Maybe we do have the attention span of a toddler, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we need to be able to, maneuver our way around in life and to be more alert. Who knows? Maybe we need to not be focused so much on one thing. I don't know. Maybe it's training us to multitask, and maybe it's training us to you know, be more alert, like I was saying earlier, and be better at, I don't know, diagnosing things. I have no clue. But that was kind of the idea behind this video. You know, trying to test everyone watching it. How do they respond to this? Do they pick up anything that I'm saying right now? Are you picking up what I'm saying right now? You can talk to me. Go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know if you actually picked up on this or if everything else is too distracting for you, right? I'm doing this to see if our brains can actually handle this tiny little attention span that we have now, because apparently it's factual that we do have a smaller one, and maybe we can use this to our advantage. Maybe it's something that we're better at because of it. Maybe it's better for us that we can only look at things for 10 seconds and have to go, you know? Maybe we're making ourselves better at picking out the details that are important and ignoring the rest of the stuff, you know? Maybe ignoring the stuff we don't need anymore. Maybe we're better at filtering things out. But maybe on the other flip side, our little human brains can't handle it. Who knows? I certainly don't. But I have this feeling that we're subconsciously training ourselves to get better at multitasking, you know? Like if you asked me to watch a video of Subway Surfers, Word Trip, and Dunk Shot all at once a few years ago, I think my brain would have rotted and had an overload, like immediately. I probably would have done the little cartoon thing where it's like, boom, blow up. But when I did it today, it was like surprisingly kind of easy. I was kind of scared how good I was at it. Like, oh, this. I was like on it, man. I was able to pick up everything in there. I was going crazy, going ham on them. Yeah. But, yeah, I could actually kind of tell what was going on when I reacted to it. It was weird. I feel like I wouldn't have been able to do that in the past either. So, I don't know. Maybe the Chinese government and TikTok are training a little human species to become more alert or something. I don't know. Not really an expert. Certainly don't know, like I said earlier. It's definitely an interesting topic to me. I'm excited to see how you guys respond to this experiment, to this video, just as well as how you participate in it. I'm excited to see you pick up on these parts where I talk to you, or if it's so mind-numbingly stupid that maybe you clicked off, which is fair, or maybe you just had no clue what was going on in the video and you can't even process this right now. I'm just curious to see how people react to this stuff, you know what I mean? Because also, not the only distractions going on here. It's not even accounting for the countless other distractions that I personally come by while scrolling through YouTube on a daily basis, where I'm like, you know, I'm trying to eat some food at the same time. I'm trying to make some food, maybe. I'm situating, sitting down, walking around, pacing around. I'm pretty antsy. I get a little bit worked up easily. I can just kind of walk around. I don't know. Sometimes I just lose focus too. I'll just start staring at the wall like a little idiot. Or I'll start playing on my phone, sorry. Who knows? You know, usually I'm doing something else while I'm listening, at least, you know what I mean? And I feel like I can never just do one thing at a time anymore. That's how it's always, or not how it's always been for me, but recently, I definitely feel that way. Like, I don't know, it's just strange. Like, I can't seem to focus on one thing anymore, like, genuinely. I'm always having to think about another thing or do another thing. Maybe I'm just busier in life, maybe I'm just focusing on different things in life. Honestly, who knows? It really just is strange. I don't understand it fully. And maybe the phone really does have a big impact on it. I have no clue. But yeah, I get super impatient with everything nowadays. I honestly don't know if that's how I've always felt, or if it's just a recency bias of like, oh, my phone makes me do this, you know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows what a phone does to my everyday well-being? I have no clue if they're net positive on my life or not, but it's like I'm being left behind. It's not like I'm being left behind, right? It's not like the phone is just impacting me. I'd imagine it's impacting everyone else. Everyone else is doing the same thing, right? And I think we seem to be fine. We seem to be making strides as people, right? I don't think we're really struggling at all. But who knows? Maybe the phone is like this poison. It's just making the world rot and making it worse for everyone. And maybe it's also not that deep. Probably isn't that deep, I'm gonna be honest. It's probably a good thing. I would imagine. There's definitely negatives. There's negatives to almost everything. But who knows? There's no real way to measure, how a phone impacts our lives, how much it ruins us, how much it makes us better, right? But overall, I feel like we'll learn to grow and adapt as people like we always have. We've always adapted with stuff like television, like I said earlier. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's gonna rot everyone, everyone's just gonna sit in front of the TV, and yeah, it's kind of true, we do, but I think we seem to be fine with it. Sometimes TVs are used for good things. Maybe sitting in front of them's not a bad thing. Maybe we learn from it. Also, stuff like the radio, people thought like, oh, you can't put a radio in a car, you'll crash every 2 seconds. And it's like, well, now we listen to the radio like every single day in the car, and it's just normal, Same thing with beer in the car. They said it was bad, they hate on it, but drinking and driving, if we just got used to it, if we made everyone drink and drive, and we trained and we practiced at it, we would be good at it. Right? Because I don't know, maybe that's a bad one. Maybe we shouldn't drink and drive. I probably shouldn't promote that on here, but statistically, we're gonna get better at it. There's that funny video of that guy who says that. And honestly, he's probably right in a way, but just, I don't know, don't do it. Don't drink and drive. Unless you're me, because I'm not a drunk crasher. I'm a drunk driver, not a drunk crasher. I would never crash, right? I don't make it bad for the rest of the drunk drivers. But yeah, they hate it on drunk driving. They hate it on the telephone. They hate it on, the TV, the radio in the car. They think everything's bad for us, and the drunk driving probably is. I think we probably shouldn't do that. But they hate on everything we do. And that's supposed to happen. You're supposed to look at what these new things are coming in, right? You're supposed to acknowledge them and maybe, weigh the pros and the cons. And I think right now the pros are obviously winning because we have them in our everyday life, right? We're always using a phone. We always need a phone, and it's probably why we're so fine with relying on one, because they offer so much to us that genuinely does really benefit our life. Which, I don't know, maybe if you ask some people, it doesn't. I have no clue. Maybe if you asked other people, they're openly addicted to it, right? Maybe they know the phone shouldn't be in their life. Maybe they know they shouldn't be having a phone all the time, right? And that's probably true too. You can be addicted to it. You can have a problem. I probably have a problem where I'm looking at it all the time. I'm always trying to see what's going on my phone. I'm always trying to see a notification. I'm always checking everything. I'm always trying to, maybe play a game or something when I shouldn't be, and maybe I should be focusing in school more, because that's what it's all about. That's how I succeed in life, not the stupid phone. And who knows? Personally, I think that, like I said earlier, there's pros and cons, and I think the pros outweigh the cons. I think phones are cool. I always think any type of innovation in the world, innovation in life, it's going to be a cool thing, right? I feel like we could build off of stuff and make advancements, right? Phones definitely offer benefits, and I don't know. I've also seen things about how phones cause depression, right? I don't know if that has to do with an attention span thing like this video is. I'm kind of getting off topic here, right? But I've seen that too. Honestly, probably a case. I think it's up to you to limit yourself how you use a phone, right? But not every teenager, not every young person knows how to do that, right? I probably don't. I've probably used it so uninformed in the past before when I shouldn't have. I've probably made stupid decisions because of it, and I don't know. I think that there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and I don't know, kind of just got into a little rant here, which is cool, but overall, I do really think that phones are probably a good thing. This is just an experiment, kind of rambling here. Let me know if you can kind of piece together or remember anything that I'm even saying in this part, in the comments. Maybe you checked out here. Maybe you did it. Maybe you focus better with the 3 little other videos going on, all these other distractions popping in and out, and just a bunch of garbage going on. I have no clue. That would be impressive if you did. Let me know what you picked up on, though. I don't know. I thought this was a pretty fun little idea. I didn't really know how to execute on it, but I think I'm doing an okay job. But yeah, the videos should be closing down by now, some of them. I know they close out of order, and Reaction Me up in the... I think he'll be to the left of me. It's going to be freaking out right now. It's going to black, going to the abyss. He's probably doesn't know what to do with himself. He's probably crying. He's probably throwing a tantrum, which he should. I would do that too if everything in front of me is going black and dark and I was just starting to see the light. Everything was going away. That's scary. I don't blame that little man over there, right? And his attention span, I think he's good. I think he's chilling. He's able to look at all 3 of those things, watching that guy. I think he is built different. I like him. I like how he does things. But yeah, I think this last video should be dunk shot, right? Are we just a dunk shot right now? Let me know in the comments if we're just a dunk shot. You probably should be calming down a little bit if we're just a dunk shot. Maybe he's starting to scream goodbye. Maybe he's having a crisis right now. I'm not really sure. He's probably looking cute. I know I'm looking cute right now. Me and him, we actually look very similar, me and the guy reacting to this video. But yeah, okay, I think dunk shot is over by now. I think I made it. I've done enough rambling. I filled in. So let's get to the conclusion of this. How did you do? Let me know in the comments how you did, how you performed with all these videos. Let me know if you caught. I added some little Easter eggs in there. Let me know if you caught the Easter eggs. Probably way too much going on to catch the Easter eggs. Let me know if you got the gist of what I was talking about in the comments. Maybe give me a little summary. This is like an assignment. This is homework for you in the comments section. And boo-hoo, we all don't like homework. But, you took your time to watch this for some reason. I have no clue why. I have a feeling this is absolute chaos. I don't see the final product right now, but I doubt that it's anything appealing. But maybe it was fun. Maybe it was a fun little ride along the way, just seeing all this wacky garbage being thrown out there. Let me know. Maybe you counted how many times I died in Subway Surfers. Maybe you counted how many times my dunk shot died. Maybe you counted my high score. I want to know everything you remember down in the comments. This is the ultimate test of your knowledge. Maybe I'll pin you guys up against each other in the comments and see which one reigns supreme, which one he was the smartest little bean in all the group out of everyone. I don't think I would do very good. Maybe I'll watch this video and try and remember what I was thinking when I made this. Probably wasn't thinking very much. I don't think I'm thinking very much right now. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is a fun idea. Experiment. I don't really know how to give an exact result, but just see how much you guys figure out. This is kind of loose end, I don't really know. But yeah, see how many of the Easter eggs you found. Maybe see how many levels of word trip I played. Maybe, I don't know. Let's just see everything we got together. I think I'm going to end it here. I think went over the experiment. I think we got a good little thing going on here. And like I said, let me know how you did. Comment down below how you did, the Easter eggs you got in there. Participate in this experiment. Have some fun. Have a good old time, right? And yeah, thank you very much for watching all the way till the end through this chaotic, action-packed episode. How fun. Thank you. My name is Peast. Goodbye.